Hey, what's up, friends and fam of YouTube? So, little update on the IS. She's running really good. So good that I can't get any traction whatsoever. As soon as this thing hits boost, it doesn't matter how fast I'm going, the rear end kicks out. Highway, you know, mid-range speed right from a stop. This thing is scary. It is literally a widowmaker. It doesn't help that I have 225 all-season MotoMaster tires on the back, mind you. That is fixed today, however, with a set of pretty much brand new. I just measured them. They measure at 10/30 seconds. Brand new's 11/30 seconds. It might even be different for these, so it might be brand new. But they're about $1,200-$1,300 for a set of 4. And I got these bad boys for $300 for all 4. And they literally look absolutely brand new. So I'm super stoked. With that, I got some gauges, so I'll be able to tell what my water temp is at all times and my boost is at all times, no matter what time of day it is and how bright the sun is. It really gets me, like, how do people still buy those gauges? Even after taking the plastic shield off, or however, or whatever you want to call it, in my last video, I really thought that would help, and it drastically helped, but I still have the same freaking issue. You can't see a thing. So I've been having a hard time finding a good set of gauges that do not cost an arm and a leg. Like, I do not want to spend, $1,000 on a couple of gauges. I would if I really like them, but I had the AEM True Boost in my Supra, and I absolutely hated that thing. Maybe it was just a bad experience, but I just didn't like it. And I like having, like, a knob for the boost controller, click, click, click. And I like having the boost controller separate from the boost gauge. Those are my two main qualms I had about the AEM True Boost. So finding a good gauge is kind of difficult to do. Like, I just don't want, like, I know Autometer's great. I know there's really good brands out there, but I guess what I'm saying is I'm being picky. And I wanted a cool gauge that didn't cost an arm and a leg. So I went back to these guys and Glow Shift, and I use them in all of my right-hand drive Supras, and I've always loved the way they look. The price point back then was way better than it is today. I was kind of floored when I went and I was going to order a bunch of them for the STI, and I didn't end up doing it because it was going to be very expensive. But I remember when they were an entry-level, like, new company, and the gauges were a good price, but they still are a good price. They're just more expensive. So I just love the way they look when they're lit up. And like I said, I've had nothing but good luck with these guys. So that's what I got. I got white face so I could see the gauge. They do make a black one, black rear face. There's a mosquito in my garage. I'm gonna kill it because I do not want to get bitten again. But they make the black ones. You can see them better, but I just do not want to have or run into issues of not seeing my gauge again. So I got some nice white-faced 7-color changing boost gauge, 30 vac, and then 30 psi. And I also got a water temp gauge. A part of me is like, why am I getting analog gauges in this new age of technology and digitalness and blah, blah, blah? And you know what? It's just what I prefer. I can read it instantly, even though it's slower to react. The boost is almost instantaneous. The water temp is slower to react, but I mean, that's not really going to change anything, in my opinion. There's a really bad thunderstorm out there, so if you guys hear that, I apologize, even though I love hearing thunderstorms. So yeah, I'm gonna get going on getting those things installed. There is going to be more videos on the truck and the Jeep coming your way. I've had really bad luck with the F-150, not the F-150's fault by any stretch of the imagination. It is dealership's fault. Every time my truck has went in for a dealership visit, it has come back damaged. So the first one, my wheels were damaged. The second visit, the front fender had a pretty good nick in it. I'll put a picture up here for you. And it is now at the body shop getting fixed. So yeah, that's all I have for you guys today. Tires for the IS, gauges, and it's running extremely rich. Not all the way, but when I'm floored, it's running about 16 psi, so it's it shouldn't be running 10.0, which is what the gauge is saying, so it might even be running a little bit richer. But what I did is I dialed down my fuel pressure regulator to about 35 psi atmosphere, and it is better. So I'm seeing 10.4, 10.6, 11 throughout boost, but when I'm like pegged, when the boost is pegged and it's reached its, you know, top of the RPM band, I'm seeing the 10.0. So I don't know what it could be besides that the fuel system was all redone. I could be leaking air somewhere. We did do a brief boost leak test. Nothing showed up. Whoopsie daisy. It says I recorded the limit on my camera here, so I just deleted something. But yeah, so it could be a boost leak, but to do a proper boost leak, you have to cap off every single port. We haven't done that yet. That's the next step if I want to take it that far. I'm just going to go through everything, make sure everything's tight. Pretty much all the lines are brand new. Just make sure all those connections are good. And yeah, hopefully it goes away. I might boost leak test just the intercooler, right? Like start it here, cap off the throttle body, and then test it that way. But anyway, I just wanted to give you guys an update on this thing. It's running great. It's driving great. It's like a turnkey stock car almost. It's crazy. I have found a solution for tuning, I think, which is through ECU Masters. I'll put a screenshot here too that they make a nice jumper cable. It is expensive. It'll be like probably $1,200 Canadian by the time it gets here. So it's something I have to decide if I want to do yet. And it does work with the transmission, the HVAC, and the dash. So those are all important things. So I'm going to try to make it work the way it is now with the twin turbo setup. It's ridiculously fast the way it is. Like, I was blown away. I didn't, you know, my buddy, when he dropped it off, he said, you know, it's pretty quick. And I'm like, yeah, okay, cool, like, whatever. But no, he's definitely right. It is a very, seen the lightning. It's a very quick car. That is for sure. So I want to make it work the way it is because it is, it's a good starting point. So let's get the tires on there, first step, so I can actually drive the thing in boost, and then get these new gauges on, and then start tracking down if there is a boost leak or not. So that's all I have for you today. I'll start resuming videos on the Z as well. It's just there's obviously so much going on in life right now, as you all are aware. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's a quick update, but if you did enjoy this video, make sure to check out the channel for more videos just like this. And if you enjoy the channel, then subscribe. All right, everybody. Peace.